There's only one remedy for niggas. And before I even get into that, I'm gonna start off by giving all the praises, glory, and honor unto Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahushai Ba'Shem, Rachakwadash. Double unto the elder apostles of the great millstone who taught us this truth, who rule well, peace, blessings, and salutations unto the hopeful elect tabernacle of David scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. Now, when you hear our people yell black excellence, I kind of actually agree with them when they yell that, but not when they yelling black excellence when it comes to, talent and, great things that Jake is able to do. That's because our people descended from a man named Jacob, whose name was changed to Israel, which means Prince of the Power. All right. But when you see the way our people conduct themselves, the way they act, the way they treat each other, it has nothing to do with being princes and princesses of the power. It's just straight up blackness. All right. When our people do great things, that's because they're sons and daughters of Jacob, or the chosen people of the Lord. But when they doing ignorant shit, that's blackness. That's black excellence. All right. And black culture did a number on our people, man. So at this point, there's really no way of, getting through to them. They're to the point of no return. They're beyond rehabilitation. So the only remedy left for them is judgment. Jake got to go. So this is what I mean by black excellence. This is the first example. Let me mute this because a damn ad about to come up. Let this ad pass real quick. But you getting ready to see black excellence. All right, you about to see some queens. They finna, get out and, make themselves a public embarrassment like they always do. And this is the reason why the people of these other nations, heathens, have no respect for you. I'm gonna let this pass and then I'm gonna just let it play.
Get her, please. The girl got calmed down. You in the bed.
I fight to get out. That's why I'm mad.
1745?
That was you on there?
Yeah.
Why you so hype though?
Because I heard somebody call ho and I thought you was talking to me. So
And it's what?
Yeah, but it was a joke either way it go. You so hype.
Yeah, but I'm not going to have nobody disrespect.
Yeah, but I ain't got no money. Where my card at?
Now, you can look at this woman and know she's probably in her, probably her mid 40s, early to mid 40s, probably even older than that. But you're going to see her, she's going to behave even younger and more immature than the rest of the women in the car. But these are the women that are raising this generation. And you wonder why this generation are a bunch of loose screws. Just peep it.
I'm not about to lose my job over other people.
Don't.
Yeah, lose her.
Shut up, bitch. Yeah, shut the fucking door, bitch. Yeah, you hot. I'm going in there. We're going in. Oh, wait,
And I guarantee you, these type of women are the ones that was rejoicing the death of Kevin Samuels. I guarantee you. These right here, these are the types that were on Twitter and all over social media rejoicing, happy that this man had passed. All right? And this is in McDonald's, by the way. And I'm going to say this too. You're trash if you still eating that garbage, man. If you eating that McDonald's, or you eating anything out of that abominable place, you're trash, man. Because that's garbage. You eating garbage, man. All right? You're trash if you still eating that garbage. Stay away from those places, man. Grow up. You got to do better on your diet, man.
Oh my God! Why you like?
And this is so funny and exciting to the woman holding the camera. You know, violence excites them. That lets you know there are people, the mental space that they're in. You know, they're totally dissolved. That's why the scriptures say in Jeremiah, you know, I've planted thee as a noble vine, but you've become a degenerate plant, a strange vine unto him. You know, just totally degenerated, gone. All right. So there's nothing left for these people, man. You could try to, you know, talk to them and cuss them out, but all they're going to do is get impulsive. They're going to be angry. They're going to want to, you know, get confrontational with you. So there's no need to, you know, there's nothing you can really do. That's why I'm saying there's only one remedy for these people, man. And we're going to get to the scriptures. I'm just showing you just a couple examples. Instead of being embarrassed, this is actually amusing. Yep. And you wonder why the world sees our women the way they sees them. All right. You can't really blame Kevin Samuels for how he, you know, talked to these women and the mirror that he held up at these women. Look at him. Same thing with, you know, Tommy Sotomayor. You know, when you put this in front of their face and remind them of themselves, they will hate you for it because they don't like what they see in that mirror, man. But this is really a reflection of the nation. This is why the Lord cannot look upon you. All right, when you go to Jeremiah, which I had actually already had up, this is what he said. Jeremiah 15, verse 1, and you see the heading, judgment must come, and it has to. This is the only remedy for niggas. Jeremiah 15 and 1, then said the Lord unto me, though Moses and Samuel stood before me, yet my mind could not be toward this people. Cast them out of my sight and let them go forth. I don't even want to look at these niggas. Let them do them. My mind can't even be toward them. I can't even look upon them. This is how disgusting, this is how degenerated they've become. And it shall come to pass if they shall say unto thee, whither shall we go forth? Then thou shalt tell them, thus saith the Lord, such as are for death to death. Well, I'll tell you where you can go. All right, I got your remedy for you. All right, such as for death to death, and that's what they need. All right, that's what they need. And such as for the sword to the sword, which equals death. And such as for the famine to the famine, which equals death. And such as for the captivity to the captivity. All right. Getting your ass put in a concentration camp or something. Jake is ridiculous, man. Their behavior, but that's black excellence. That's an example of black excellence. And you got Israelites that walk around with that whole pro-black spirit on them. When you come into the knowledge of the truth of being an Israelite, you are not black. This is black. You're not black, man. This right here is black excellence. All right. Excellent in being degenerate, being ignorant. The scriptures say my people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge, ignorance. Jake just can't be civil. They have no etiquette. They can't reason. It's just a public embarrassment. This is why you're an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword among all the nations. Look at yourself. And it gets to the point where the prophets can't even correct you. They can't constantly warn you. Then that's how you know the Lord he's gonna do Jake in. He gonna fuck these Jakes up proper, man. So let me finish that, and then we're gonna go to the next one. It says, and I will appoint over them 4 kinds, saith the Lord, the sword to slay, the dogs to tear, and the fowls of heaven, and the beasts of the earth to devour and destroy. All right, and hey, that's judgment. All right, this is the only remedy, man, because you're not gonna take the correction. He that is often reproved and harden his neck is so suddenly be destroyed, and that without remedy. In other words, there's no other solution. All right, there's no other solution. So let's go from there to this one. This is another one. Our brother had just did this GMS Italia. He brought out the scriptures on it. Good lesson, and this shit had me mad. All right, I'm gonna play it in this video so you can see. Jake is they're the worst. All right, I hate them just as much as I hate Esau, man. All right, because they're enemies of the Most High. They're enemies of righteousness right now. Until they repent, they're the enemy. Look at this, man. These are 2 young Jakes, fairly young, out there trying to, they were trying to hustle, get their little hustle on, selling water on the side of the road. And look what these grimy niggas pull up and do. Another ad, hold on. Let me get past this.
All over, nigga. All over, nigga. Crip, hurry up, nigga. Yo, nigga. You a hoe, nigga. Sound like that. Nigga. You a pussy ass nigga. Yo, nigga. And this murder game tapping in, nigga. And tell twins and I said, fuck. Sound like that. Bitch ass nigga. Hey, lift your jacket up real quick. You lift your shit up if I switch cheese right now. Hey, lift your jacket up. Crib, hey, lift your jacket up, nigga. Yo, lift that shit up, bitch ass nigga. Y'all niggas some broke ass. Sound like that. I'm gonna kill you next time I see you. Let me catch you no more. All that bumping on the ass. Hey, come here. Give me them cigarettes. In the water. In the water. In the water. Give me the water. Y'all niggas some hoes, man.
And those type of niggas are raised by these type of women here. All right, this right here, they're raised by that. So Jake, they're as a people, they're through. This is why the Lord is only going to save a remnant. There's only an elect that He's going to deliver. All right, pursuant to let's go to 2nd Ezra real quick. Let's go to 2nd Ezra chapter 9. And we're going to go down to verse 21, and it says, and I saw and spared it greatly, and have kept me a grape of the cluster, and a plant of a great people. Well, we know our people became a degenerate plant of a strange vine, right? Let the multitude perish. Then are all the wicked, grimy 2/3 niggas and Hispanics, because you Hispanics, y'all just as black too. All that killing each other, all the cartels and the street gangs, the MS-13s, all that wickedness down there, the witchcraft, the idolatry. All right, all y'all down into the islands. It says, "Let the multitude perish then, which was born in vain." All you niggas, man, and let my grape be kept and my plant. For with great labor have I made it perfect. And that's because the Lord, he's purging his nation. All right. Those who the Lord made perfect are those who he sanctified. When you go back, let's jump up real quick. 2nd Ezra 9 and verse 7, it says, and everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith whereby you have believed shall be preserved from the said perils and shall see my salvation in my land and within my borders, for I have sanctified them for me from the beginning. And that's the Lord's elect. That's the grape of the cluster that he's keeping for himself. All right. And they're covered by the blood of Yahushai. There's no condemnation to them that are in Yahushai. So the Lord, his blood made them perfect. All right. As long as they continue unto the end by faith. All right. But the rest of our people, done deal. All right. So it says, let the rest of them perish. All right. The ones that were born in vain. And that's talking about the regular Israelite, not the Israel of the Most High, because even Paul said it in Romans 9. They're not all Israel, which are of Israel. You got the 2/3, and then you got the elect of the Most High. All right. So that's why we don't concern it. Like when Esau lays these niggas down, when something tragic happens to niggas, we're not on the sidelines with BLM. We're not gonna set up a camp, all right, over where a nigga got gunned down at, and demand justice. All right, no, we don't do that, man. We understand that the Most High's judgments are righteous. The Lord is known by his judgments, which he executes, and it's a good thing, man. Whoever perished being innocent, or where were the righteous cut off? All right. You plow wickedness, sow iniquity, you reap the same. Niggas rolling around harassing young Jake trying to hustle, man. Trying to sell some waters, and you gonna rob them of the rob them of some change and take their waters from them and intimidate them. So we are our worst enemy, man, and that goes back to the curse. That evil eye, man. Jake is a curse. And that's why there's only one remedy. Death. These niggas gotta go. All right, so let me go to Isaiah 1. Because he's gonna make us perfect by first purging out the dross. This is Isaiah 1. At verse 4, it says, a sinful nation, a people laden with iniquity, a seed of evildoers, children that are corrupters. They have forsaken the Lord. They have provoked the Holy One of Israel to anger. They are gone away backward. Why should you be stricken anymore? You will revolt more and more. The whole head is sick and the whole heart faint. Our people are, they're done, man, through. I was just seeing another video. A brother had shared a clip of this N-Dub. She had eyelashes so freaking long, she could barely lift up her damn eyelids. And then on the eyelashes, it says, come here with in C-U-M. All right. Cumbrella. She's telling you these are cumbrellas, and she has them on, and she had no shame whatsoever. So our people, it is the worst case scenario, So there's only one thing left, one remedy. It says, from the sole of the foot even unto the head, there is no soundness in it, but wounds and bruises and putrefying sores, they have not been closed, neither bound up, neither mollified with ointment. And they need the ultimate physician, which is Yahushai, but these are the same souls that would have persecuted Yahushai. They would have been the same ones in the crowd saying, let his blood be upon us and our children. So they're not going to be healed. Only the elect are going to be converted and healed. All right. The ones that are healed are the ones who turned away from this madness. They were brought into the light from out of darkness, gross darkness, man. When they were in that behavior. All right. And let me jump down real quick. Let's go down to verse verse 21. It says, how is the faithful city become an harlot? It was full of judgment, righteousness lodged in it, but now murderers. Thy silver has become dross, and thy wine mixed with waters. You know, meaning you become useless. You're corrupted. There's no use of you anymore. That's why the Lord forsook you. He turned his face away from you. You used to be, you know, precious silver, but now you it's corrupted. It's basically trash, man. So now that has to be purged out. So let's keep reading. And it says, thy princes are rebellious and companions of thieves. Everyone loveth gifts and follow after rewards, you know, bribes, selling out, doing anything for money. That's why it says the love of money is the root of all evil. You saw what those niggas in that truck did. You ain't supposed to, you know, go robbing, you know, the poor. They're poor just like you is, man. But Jake don't care. It says, they judge not the fatherless, neither doeth the cause of the widow come unto them. Therefore saith the Lord of hosts, the mighty one of Israel, I will ease me of mine adversaries. And that's Jake. 2/3 of Jake is his adversaries. And avenge me of mine enemies. And I will turn mine hand upon thee, and purely purge away thy dross, and take away all thy tin. And let's go from there real quick to Ezekiel 22 and 18. I'll start at verse 17. It says, and the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, the house of Israel the house of Israel is to me become dross. Or I mean in trash. Let me you look it up, dross, something regarded as worthless, rubbish, debris, chaff, draft. All right, rubbish, trash, garbage. All right, something to be wasted. And that's the 2/3. It says, all they are brass and tin and iron and lead in the midst of the furnace. They are even the dross of silver. Therefore, thus saith the Lord power, because you are all become dross. Behold, therefore will I gather you into the midst of Jerusalem, as they gather silver and brass and iron and lead and tin into the midst of the furnace, to blow the fire upon it, to melt it. So will I gather you in mine anger and in my fury, and I will leave you there and melt you. Yeah, I will gather you and will blow upon you in the fire of my wrath, and you shall be melted in the midst thereof. As silver is melted in the midst of the furnace, so shall you be melted in the midst thereof, and you shall know that I, the Lord, have poured out my fury upon you. So all this hell that's getting ready to come upon you, Jakes, is going to be from the fury of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai. You're going to know it's coming directly from him. All right. And you yourself is only to blame. Your own sins will be your accuser in that day. All right. Because the Lord tried to show you the ways of righteousness. We've been out there teaching repentance. But that nigga, that black excellent behavior is going to continue. So the Lord that's why the Lord's only leaving one way out for you. All right. There's only one remedy for niggas. All right. There's a bunch of Sodom's children, man. You know, you're wise to do evil, but to do good, you have no knowledge. So, you know, that's pretty much it. It was kind of like a vent, but, you know, of course, backed up with scriptures. But just to, you know, give you the demonstration of why the Lord's going to X Jake out, man. There's only one remedy. All right. There's only one remedy. Judgment, death. You know, hopefully YouTube don't strike this, but it needs to be said. I'm going to end off with that. I'm going to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh Shem Yahushai. And Shalom. Mawaf La, the 2/3. Shalom.